On behalf of One Community, welcome. Bienvenidos. My name is Diana Gonzalez-Warden, and I am one of the co-founders of One Community and the board chair. The other co-founder, Al Paparep Lopez, was not able to attend today, but he will in the future, okay? So I wanted to mention that, and we have a lot of wonderful guests in the audience, so I want them to just hold your hand and wave, okay? We have Superintendent Dr. Rollins, who you're going to be hearing from, okay? We have one of the One Community board members, Dr. Jeannie Ford. Northwest Technical Institute team, if y'all will stand up. We also have, we have a couple of our partners, Washington County retired teachers Elizabeth Floyd, Altrusa Club of Springdale, Renetta Edwards, Springdale Family Literacy Program and ESL Center. If you'll stand up, because you're kind of spread around the room here with Marshall Layer and Carol Hunter, and some of our other partners who are not here but that play a very important role. We have La Zeta Spanish radio station. Some of you parents have been on the air, okay? And also the Winthrop Rockefeller Foundation, who has helped fund our grant. And of course, Springdale Public Schools, they are our major partner in this effort. And we were part of the Parent Academy piece of the Race to the Top grant to deliver two of our programs, PTLA, Parents Taking Leadership Action, and Feed Your Brain, Alimenta tu Cerebro, our summer reading program. Have I missed anyone? Other than the parents, because we're going to get to know all of you in here in just a few minutes. Okay, very good. And you'll get to hear more from Tammy Love, our parent mentor director out of Chicago, Illinois. She'll be our keynote. Okay. One Community is part of the Arkansas Grade Level Reading Campaign, and we're one of the 5 communities in Arkansas called Community Solutions Initiative Community. And our initiative is called One Community Reads, Una Comunidad Leyendo. All of our work involves the whole family, okay? Our goal is for every child to read by 3rd grade, because we know that children are learning to read from birth to 3rd grade, and after 3rd grade, they're reading to learn, okay, until they graduate from high school. We know that kids who can read on grade level are more likely to graduate from high school and go on and be successful in college or their career path, okay? Our goals in this initiative, Una Comunidad Leyendo, is to instill a culture of reading in the home, okay? That's one of our goals. For every child to read on grade level and to increase parent community engagement. And the final thing that affects this is reducing chronic absenteeism. We know that if your child's not in school, they can't learn. And if they miss a lot of school in the early grades, pre-K, kindergarten especially, then they're not going to have the foundation that they need for reading, learning to read. Recently, Springdale's awesome city to live in, work in, and have an excellent educational system due to Dr. Rollins and his leadership and leadership team. But Springdale was recently named a forward community, okay? There's only 5 forward communities in Arkansas. They have named their initiative, and this is so awesome, Springdale Reads. We're all about reading. We're all about literacy. Okay, and the person in charge of that initiative is Dr. Kathy Moreland. She is the lead in that effort. Today we're going to be celebrating our Springdale Family Literacy Program parents at Elmdale, Parson Hills, Jones, and we have George and we also have J.O. Kelly here invited because they have participated with some of our programming. PTLA, we know that parents are the first teachers of their children, and we also know that they are the leaders of their children and their family. And so what we do in PTLA, we learn from the parents, as the parents are learning about their children's education. But we also want to ensure that parents know how to bring up their voice whenever they see something that they want to help with. If there's a challenge in their school, or they want to share some things that they know with their school. And so PTLA nurtures their leadership potential, and today, part of that PTLA program, they take a couple of field trips. This semester we went to the University of Arkansas, and you'll get to see that here in a few minutes. But also, they create a legacy project, okay? And they work together as a team, and then they implement it. So you're going to be hearing from all of the parents that are involved in the schools with their legacy projects, and they have been practicing and practicing. We couldn't actually do this program without two very important people. Lulu, where are you, Lulu? There we go, Lulu. Lulu was in the Springdale Family Literacy Program at HAR-BER Elementary, okay? And now she is one community's, she turned out starting as parent leader, now she's a parent facilitator of the program. So and we couldn't do this without her. And then some of you remember Dulce Ortiz. Dulce is visiting her family in Mexico. So there is a very special person, Maria Elena Zaragoza Holiday. She has been helping with running of the programs while Dulce has been gone, and her family catered this meal. Her husband is back there. He's the caterer, so yes. Okay, thank you. So what we wanted to do first, before you present your projects, we would like to share a little bit about some of the work that we're doing within Feed Your Brain and PTLA. And this just came out, and it's a short little video, so you can see what we're doing in these programs, and then we're going to hear from our parents. Is that okay? All right.
People with high fever develop grade 2.
We actually know what works in reading. It's not a mystery.
And most boys and girls.
The data is 7 out of 10 of our students are not able to read by the end of 3rd grade. This needs to be a state priority because kids need to know how to read.
Our role as the community assessment team was to go into each one of these 5 communities and really get to know the communities, find out what their strengths were, find out what their challenges are, and find out how they define success.
When we read something.
So this is communal. This is everyone's responsibility. All of us have a role to play in ensuring that our kids are able to read on grade level by the end of 3rd grade.
Okay? Un saxophone?
It is an imperative that we do so, and we actually know how to do so. So let's just make it happen.
When we help our children when they're little to look at reading like something so awesome, so powerful, that they can travel the world through books, you know, that they can do so much. It's kind of that exercise. I like to say they're feeding their brains and exercising their mind in the way of loving to read.
Feed your brain. Okay, let's march it. Okay. Feed your brain, read a book.
You know, we get our kids to read, and the way we do it with like our summer reading programs, we make it fun, because sometimes the message is, oh, you gotta read. You know, let's go to the library. No, man, hey, let's go to the library. Hey, we're gonna read.
Cuando agarro un libro y leo. We're singing now, follow. Turn off the TV. grab a book and start to read.
It's associating reading with music, with fun. Anytime you can read a book that is kind of the rhyming type of book, I mean, that is so awesome, because then it's almost like the kid starts connecting the arts and the music and the visuals and the drawings. That's what we try to do with One Community, you know.
Feed your brain, read a book.
One Community in Springdale has done a terrific job of engaging families, primarily Latino families, maybe first and second generation immigrants, to help understand the American education system and engage with their children.
Dulce, Lulu, they come to school, parents, 4 days a week and spend like 4 hours here, you know, learning English, getting ready for their GED for some of them, others just to be able to work with their children in the classroom setting. So these are invested parents, and it's very important to get the message out there that our parents are like any other parent, really invested in their child's education, but we got to give them the tools in order to help them. So the question is, if the child is old enough, do I still need an interpreter?
There's this wonderful quote that one of the parents said, when I first began going to my child's parent-teacher conference, I would say everything was fine, everything was okay. But once attending PTLA, I began to ask questions. How can I help? What do I need to know? What are some of the issues that are coming up?
All of that together helps our kids reading.
It has created a bridge between parents, community, and school. And what I've seen since the beginning I started working is that parents really want to get out there.
So do you talk? ¿Tú hablas con tu hijo después de?
The parents want to be involved in the schools and they just don't know how. They want to be involved in the community and they don't know how. So One Community helps to be that, that bridge, and that they provide the resources they need and the confidence that they need to become a part of the community in the schools.
Inez, do you remember your goal for your child?
My goal for me is do my GED.
Very good.
And then I can help my kids.
Yes. And what do you do with your son every night?
Reading and do his homework, helping him.
Very good. So when they come back from being in their child's classroom, we talk about, well, what did the teacher do with your child today? How can you help, you know, your child do this activity at home? So really every day we do talk about how they can help their child.
Okay, positive for our children? So what we're teaching parents is to, instead of waiting for the change to come, where somebody, instead of saying, well, he's not reading at grade level because he might be confused with the language, because he speaks Spanish and, you know, in English, so it's going to take longer. We're telling parents, no, you're going to help speed that process. Right. You're going to go to that school when your child is not reading at grade level. You're going to ask that question in parent-teachers conference, and then now you're going to say, so what can we do to make it happen? De acuerdo a algún estudio nacional, los niños tienen que estar leyendo a su nivel para que sea.
Para mí me han significado mucho porque he crecido como persona. Siempre me había mantenido, sabía que tenía que involucrarme en la educación de mis hijos, pero no lo tomaba yo en serio. Sebastián, ¿quieres comer? ¿Quieres un taco?
Sí. Not only the teacher gets the help, but the community is also seeing that parents are the ones taking the lead to make changes in the community.
¿Cómo te fue en la escuela?
Bien.
¿Cómo que uno de padre, verdad, es el ejemplo y uno es el que tiene que poner el ejemplo en que nuestros niños lean? Entonces, pues eso les ayuda para preparando pues a su futuro.
Think, say, great. Where?
Muy bien, ya ves. ¿Y por qué no te la ha pasado la maestra?
When I come home on my bike, I eat my dinner, and then I do my homework. Then I be on the computer. Then I do some art. Then I do some reading. Other horses, we saw Big Red. We had fun. We went to... Because I'm so curious about every book, even chapter books.
Lo motivo mucho a que lea para que luego me cuente. Yo le digo, no sé qué dice el libro, no sé de qué se trata. ¿Lo puedes leer y me cuentas a mí?
Aquí es PTA meeting.
So the children bring the English home and they teach their parents and the parents teach them. So it's very symbiotic in that the children are excited about learning this thing and then they're excited about their parents learning this. So the older children are teaching the parents are teaching the younger children. So it's a win-win all the way around.
You read it, but it didn't stay. So what do we need to do when that happens? Cuando eso pasa, ¿qué hacemos? ¿Ah? Pero ¿qué hacemos cuando eso pasa? Can we read it again? ¿Podemos leer el libro?
I remember one little girl, and she wrote like a poem about feed your brain. And basically her whole idea was that feeding their brains helped them travel the world in their imagination, and that they can dream about being whoever they want to, and that no matter if they don't know English or they don't know any other language, they can learn and they can be whoever they want to through reading.
work without everybody working together, and so that's what's so awesome. And so now we get to the fun part. I'm going to turn it over to Lulu Lopez.
Thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Lourdes Lopez, Lulu. I have 3 boys. I am graduate from PTLA in 2014. Now I am the program facilitator for one community as a parent leader. I meet with PTLA parents once a week. I enjoy my job because I know how it is to be in the program. I connect with the moms and teach them what they can learn. Today, we have 3 schools presenting the Legacy Project we hope you all enjoy. I am excited to get this start. Let's welcome to Angel School, who learn about a common festival found in Laos in Latin culture.
Hello, my name is Supongwala. I have 2 students, Jay at the second grade and Anna in the PTA at Springdale School.
Hi, my name is Veronica Silva, and my daughter is Miranda Naranjo. She's in 1st grade at Springdale School.
Hi, my name is Marilena. I have 2 children. Tanya is in 9th grade at Central. Philip is in 11th grade at HAR-BER.
Hello, my name is Pilar Gutierrez. I have 2 children. Alexia is 4 years and Hugo 2 years.
Hi, my name is Paco. I have 1 child. He is in the 1st grade. He goes to Elmeo.
We are PTLA parent talking relationship action or project was celebrated Students' Day. The event took place in the classroom.
I'm here to talk about the Legacy Project mission. Our project was to celebrate our children. El Día de los Niños is a tradition shared with our culture. We celebrate on April 28, 2017 with our children. Our team select this project to show the principal, teacher, and parents why it is important to dedicate a day to our kids to be special. Demonstrate that the children deserve a day because the parents love them.
We chose a project Students' Day. We discussed what we need for the project food during decoration. We chose a date April 28, 2017. We chose a time 11 to 12.
Tanya talked to Miss Hampton to okay the project. We bought the suits. Finally, we completed our project with our children at Emdale School.
Our potential founded source were the principal, the teacher, PTLA, Miss Nira.
We start this project on March 15, 2017. We ended on April 28, 2017. We brought Coke, pizza, ice cream, juice, candy. And the cost of the project was $150.
What we plan to do next. I want to continue to participating with this program and learning English to get my GED. Thank you.
My experience in PTLAs we talk about different topics. I like Legacy Project and D9 Intelligence.
We decide to pay for that project ourselves.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, then I think they did pretty good. It's nervous enough to present, let alone in a language that's not your native language. So I think they did pretty good. And then who knew that in their classroom they actually had Song Pong from a different culture, and that they shared this a celebration, a day for the children. So that was pretty awesome. So our next presenting team is Parson Hills. So what they're gonna do, go ahead. Let's go ahead and make your way up here. Don't be nervous, take a deep breath. You're gonna be fine. Van a estar bien. No se preocupen. Van a estar bien. Ya practicaron. Han practicado lo suficiente. And so what these parents are looking to present is that they noticed that there was a decline of attendance participation from the parents, so they decided to recruit parents. So we'll watch their presentation to see how they did it.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Laura Pinta de Leon. I have 2 children at Parson Hills Elementary School. We are part of PTLA program, Parents Taking Leadership Action Program. The name our legacy project is Anything is Possible.
Good morning. My name is Esmi Sadai Gramajo. I have 2 children at Parson Hills Elementary School, and I have a wonderful teacher in this program too.
Good morning. My name is Evelyn Castro. I have 3 children in the Parson Hill Elementary School.
Buenos días, bueno, casi buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Evelyn Flores Castro y tengo 3 niños en la escuela elementaria de Parson Hill.
Good morning. My name is Ramita. I have a nephew at Parson Hill Elementary School. I have a teacher who is very special.
Okay. What is the mission of your legacy project? Is share the experience for parents to continue to excel and recruit parents.
Why this project is needed? It is an opportunity to work with teachers and school staff to create an environment to work and to be more competitive. For my children to see me improve and participate in their school activities.
The action stated, prepare to recruit parents at the May 5th festival. Share the benefit of the program with the community. Grow our group. Los pasos a seguir. Preparar para reclutar nuevos padres en el Festival 5 de Mayo. Compartir los beneficios del programa con la comunidad y hacer crecer nuestro grupo.
Time frame start date April 27, 2017. 18 day May 6, 2017. 1 week before the 5 de May festival.
Final budget, no cost, with the FLP program providing materials. Total cost, no cost to the parents.
Our experience in PTLA program is reading campaign, night intelligence, value yourself. Pasos a seguir. Campaña de lectura, las 9 inteligencias en los niños y los valores en sí mismos.
Our favorite or most valuable lesson in PTLA and why. Identify our children's abilities. What do you did? Work on their abilities. What we plan to do next. Continue engage in activities with teachers and school. Thank you so much for this opportunity in PTLA because it helps us to develop in public and to participate in these activities. Thanks, Lulu, for encouraging us. Thank you. Gracias.
The next presentation is for Jones Elementary.
Afternoon. Buenas tardes. My name is Gloria Centeno. I have 5 children who are attending at Jones Elementary. 1 child at your junior high. 1 goes to Yale Kelly and 1 at the Springdale High School.
My name is Rosalinda Araujo. I have 4 children. 1 going to John Elementary, 1 going to George Junior High, 1 goes to Springdale High School, one goes, and another one goes to NY.
My name is Fabiola Araujo. I had one child at HAR-BER Elementary.
Hello, my name is Juana Miranda. I have 3 children at Jones, and I child at Yale Kelly.
Hello, my name is Dilcia Rodriguez. I have one child at Jones Elementary.
Hi, my name is Inelda Arevalo. I have 5 children. 3 attended Jones Elementary and 2 in college.
The name of our legacy project is Children's Day. El nombre de nuestro proyecto se llama el Día del Niño. Misión, mission. ¿Cuál es la misión del proyecto de este legado? What is the mission of your legacy project? Our mission is to celebrate Children's Day at our school, to affirm the rights and set a special day with various activities that they will enjoy. Nuestra misión es celebrar el Día del Niño en la escuela para afirmar sus derechos y establecer un día especial con diversas actividades que ellos se puedan divertir. ¿Por qué se necesita este proyecto? Why this project is needed? This day is celebrated in our culture. We want our children to see just how much their parents care. Working with other parents in the school to celebrate this special day, we all show them how much we care. Este día se celebra en nuestra cultura. Queremos que nuestros hijos vean cuánto cuidan los padres de ellos. Trabajar con otros padres y la escuela para celebrar este día es mostrarles cuánto ellos nos importan. Tú, niño, eres muy importante.
Pasos a seguir. Action steps. Talk to the older parent about how to do, celebrate, and what was needed, including making a small card with special messages to hand up to the children, planning games and small presents, planning the food, snacks, and cupcakes.
Time frame start date April 1, 2017, 18 May 8, 2017.
Presupuestos. Budget. Material for cars. Provide out school teacher. Parents. Bath. Snack. Food and present. Total cost $100.
Fuentes potenciales de ayuda. Potential funding sources. Who may give us funding and why? Principal is SR. Teacher and parents. Otros recursos. Other resources. Anything from home that we already have. Nuestra experiencia en PTLA. Our experience in PTLA. We see PTLA as a reminder that as present we are ladies with family and the school and community. Activities that we enjoy the most were night and intelligent reading camp.
Our favorite lesson in PTOLS was celebrating Children's Day with our children. Why favorite? It demonstrates to our children that as parents we can lead at the school. Our children see that parents can be part of their school and learn about our culture. We want to do the same project next year, but this time invite other children from the school, not just our own. Our children are our future. They are full of hope and joy, just like the dawn of a new day. It will make them so happy to see that we celebrate them as children, and it will teach them about a day we celebrate when we were children in our home countries.
I will to share a poem about with the children included in the project, but I can say very thank you for the children. They are very important. So the name is Todos los niños del mundo. Todos los niños del mundo, asiáticos o africanos, blancos, mestizos o negros, debemos ser como hermanos. Nada importa que el color sea cobrizo o amarillento, cuando todos nos unamos en un mismo pensamiento. Un pensamiento de amor e indisoluble amistad, para que acabe la guerra y triunfe la humanidad.
So anybody that doesn't know Spanish missed out on an awesome poem. Now that we've heard from our 3 schools, we wanted to take the opportunity to show you a field trip that we took to the University of Arkansas. Ya que terminamos con las presentaciones, ¿se sienten bien? ¿Ya? Ya pueden descansar, ahorita comemos, pero al último vamos a tomar un foto, okay? So no se me vayan. So then me and Lulu will go ahead and present to you what we present the trip that we took as a field trip with the parents, and it was to the University of Arkansas.
Okay, we organized a field trip at the University of Arkansas, and the parents enjoyed this field trip. The youth on the field trip, parents prepared too many questions and learned about it. Cost, required GPA and ACT score, what career program they offer in the university. This is it.
And one of the things that I'm realizing right now, I'll show you some pictures in a little bit, but one of the things that we did is that we did walk in and we were welcomed by the marketing and the athletics group. They were very focused about retention, and so they wanted to teach the parents that there is a group there to help support them. So one of the things that they talked a lot about was, know what is possible, so that way you don't think you can't go to the University of Arkansas. And the other thing too was, yes, you do need to allow your junior or senior to take their own initiatives, but at the same time help guide them with the right information. Okay, so the trip was a couple of hours, and they did take in a lot of information, but on the way back there was some reflection time, and what we heard was unanimous. It was basically, I know that it's possible. It's just not knowing. I didn't even think it was possible, but now that I have information, I feel confident that something can come together. And even if it's alternatives like starting off at a community college, but that it's possible. The other thing too was that they felt a lot better about being able to support their children. So if they have questions, now they know that there's a group there that can help them with their unique questions, their unique situations. And lastly, know that there's a way. There's a way, and if there's a way for your kids, maybe there's a way for me to resume my own education. So we had 2 instances where there was a parent that said, maybe I'll go back. There was another parent that said, you know, I have some college credit. Maybe some of it can transfer over. I just need to look into it. So it was a very good trip. It was something that enlightened and made everyone aware of, that there was some possibilities that maybe we didn't even consider in the past. And so thank you, and we appreciate everyone's support.
We have a visitor who flew here all the way from Chicago, and she has been visiting all of the Community Solution Initiative sites with the Arkansas Grade Level Reading Campaign. I introduced to you Tammy Love, who I'll let her tell her story, but she is responsible for a parent program in Chicago called the Parent Mentor Program. Tammy.
Thank you. Buenas tardes todos. Thank you for having me. Mi nombre es Tammy Love from the organization Logan Square Neighborhood Associations. And just like many of you, I was very intimidated to try to assist or help in my child's school. Even though I had 2 babies who were 5-year-olds going to school, I wanted to volunteer my time, and the school wasn't very welcoming at that time. So I was intimidated. I also noticed that a lot of the parents at the school didn't look like me. They didn't talk like me. And I was immediately intimidated totally. But one thing that I did notice was that those parents who didn't look like me were going through the same thing I was going through. They were not being welcomed into the school. Well, one day I got a flyer that said, "Hi, come on, come into the building, learn about your school, learn about your community." And I was like, oh, I'm going. I got to that meeting, and again, the meeting was crowded. The auditorium was full of parents. And again, I was intimidated because no one looked like me and no one spoke like me. As I sat in that meeting, they were saying, "Oh, we got this great program for parents. It's just for you. Guess what? You're going to work side by side with the teacher in the classroom." And we were like, even the parents who didn't look like me were like, "No way. This is not going to happen." And so I said, I was shaking. I felt I was not in the right place. I was too shy to get up and leave. But they asked us one question in that meeting, and they said, "How do you feel when you come to the school?" I didn't understand a word of Spanish, but I felt everything that those parents were saying. I was like, "Oh, yes, me too, me too, girl." So, after that was the eye opener for me and for them. We became comadres, partners in our work. We got a training. Our program is very similar to the wonderful programs I heard today. I am so proud. I couldn't stop smiling hearing all of you practice your English. Sí, yo hablo poquito español. I say it all the time because you can't learn it if you don't practice it. And so I applaud you. You have done a wonderful work already. So, you do that. Arkansas, because we do have a program that's similar to yours as well, we call it the Parent Mentor Program. Our program too, like you, is in the classrooms assisting the teachers. Now, mind you, our parents don't have degrees. Our parents don't all speak English. Our parents feel intimidated or that they're not educated enough. There's all kinds of fears. But we have a rigorous training program that we take parents through for 1 week to get them prepared to work alongside of teachers. And let me say, it has not been easy. I was the first. That was 25 years ago. This program is still going today. We have graduated thousands of parents from our program because of that. And what I wanted to say to you today, keep going forward. And yes, we want to make sure our children go to high school, college, and beyond. But I also want to encourage you to keep thinking about you going beyond as well. I heard some of you have college credits and you can continue your education. You can do that if that's what you want to do. If you want to pick up some job skills, even though you don't speak you're not fluent in English, neither am I. I was born and raised here. And so it doesn't have to be perfect. But if you want to keep going forward, you should keep going forward. You can do it. I got 25 years under my belt doing this program. I never dreamed I'd be standing in front of you today. Some of you were nervous about speaking for the first time in front of a group of people. I was too. Now it's nothing. What? Okay, sure. Well, you want me to say something? And you will too. So what I want to say to you today is our program is special. We think it's special. Your program is special too. I took many of notes today because I want to share that information back when I go home. Being in the classroom and learning English every day, that's fantastic. That's amazing. And our parents need to do the same. I want them to do the same. We let our parents opt in to English classes. No, we want to make it mandatory. So that's what you have taught me today. But we do have a wonderful program as well that inspire parents to build their own self-esteem. Because a lot of times we have something to share, we don't really realize we have it to share. You know, when I ask you, what makes you special? You might say, nothing or nada, nothing at all. Oh yes, we are all special and we all have something to give. We have something to give if we graduated from high school or college or not. And we work with our program with whatever you have to give, and we use that asset. We help you to think about your own personal goals to go further in life. We don't just say, think about it. We help you get there. We help you take the first step toward your own personal goal. We also give you a training. We also give you a training to make sure you know what to do when you're working with children. Something called effective feedback. Quality questions. There's a training, there's a part of the training that teaches you how to engage with students. So it's like, no, not no 1,000 times. It's no, let's try this way. So I give you ideas on how to interact with the children more. Well, I just want to say it's been a joy and a pleasure for me to be here. I love hearing you speak today. Keep doing it, keep practicing it. And that's the only way you get better. I'm going to keep practicing my Spanish. So maybe next time when I come, yo habla mucho español. ¿Sí? Gracias. Muchas gracias. Congratulations.
And now, our words from our awesome superintendent, Dr. Rollins.
Well, my word is gracias as well. I'll tell you two stories about two kids and then I'll transition. This fall, sitting in the auditorium at Springdale High School, we'll come up here. If you need to interpret, you do that. This fall, sitting in the auditorium at Springdale High School at a band concert.
Que él estuvo en el auditorio de la Springdale High School para los graduados.
The band begins.
La banda empezó.
The band begins to play.
¿De qué? Ya me trabé. Que yo repita bien. Empezó a tocar.
I'm seated in a row by myself, enjoying the performance.
Él estuvo enrolado y disfrutó el performance de la banda.
I feel the presence of a young person sitting by me.
Él estuvo sintiendo la presencia de los que estaban junto a él.
A beautiful young man.
Una muy bonita joven niña o niño, perdón.
An elementary student in the district.
Fue de la primaria del distrito.
I believe he goes to George Elementary.
Él que se va a ir a la George.
His name is Sebastian.
Su nombre es Sebastián.
In the course of the hour or so that we spent together, and he stayed with me the whole time.
Él se quedó allí con todo el tiempo, gastando su tiempo ahí con él.
We have become friends for life.
Ellos van a ser sus amigos para siempre, la vida, para toda la vida.
So that evening he told me about his family. He told me about his school. He told me about all the hopes he had for the future.
Ellos siempre le han dicho que él les va a ayudar siempre toda la vida, siempre va a estar ahí con ellos y para el futuro.
And I knew it was good because I knew his mom, and she waved, and she was very comfortable that he was there with me. Thank you so very much, this wonderful lady. So when I go to the school, my first question is what?
Cuando fue a la escuela, ¿cuál fue su primer pregunta?
Where's Sebastian?
¿Dónde está Sebastián?
I just use that as an example because families who are partners in school, who have a great vision for their children, their own family, are helping grow an understanding in our community that brings us together in a way we would never reach by ourselves.
Esto es un buen ejemplo, ¿verdad? De la familia, de los niños, de nuestros hijos que siempre están participando y al lado con nosotros.
Thank you.
Gracias.
I want to tell you about another child, okay? A farm kid.
Un niño del campo.
Really, although they lived on the farm, it wasn't their farm. They were living in a rented home on the farm.
Que está siempre viviendo en el campo y ahí ha estado siempre viviendo en el farm.
A single parent family.
Es una familia, un padre soltero.
But that parent, that mom, and I'm looking at a room full of moms and a dad that we're very proud of as well. But I want to talk to you for just a moment about a mom.
Quiere hablar un momento acerca de esta mamá porque ella está sola, ¿verdad? No tiene esposo y ella vive pues con el niño.
She had no formal education. She had no high school diploma.
Ella no ha tenido una formal educación ni un diploma de high school.
But she knew that she wanted her son to have a great education.
Pero algo nuevo es que su hijo tiene la oportunidad de tener este estudio de formal grados.
So she did all she could do every day to make sure that he was up and ready for school.
Siempre él lo puede hacer y está listo para ir a la escuela.
That his clothes were clean. They may not have been the new clothes, but they were always clean and starched, and he always had a good appearance.
No tendrá nueva ropa, pero siempre la tiene limpia y está listo para ir a la escuela.
And she made sure he went to school whether he wanted to or not.
Él siempre fue a la escuela, no importa sea como sea, pero él estuvo ahí presente.
And when the school bus drove up in front of the home in the afternoon,
Cuando iba a la escuela, él siempre estaba enfrente del transporte de la escuela para llegar listo a la escuela.
her first question was, "Tell me about your school day. What happened at school?"
La primera pregunta que hizo fue, ¿cómo fue tu escuela? ¿Qué tienes acerca de la escuela que decir?
Did you behave?
¿Tú vienes atrás?
Did you respect your teachers?
¿Respetas a tus maestras?
What's your homework?
¿Cómo es tu tarea?
We'll have supper or dinner in a few minutes,
¿Tienes la cena en unos minutos?
and then I'll have a special place for you in the front room for you to do your homework.
Él tenía un especial platillo, ¿verdad?, enfrente de su cuarto para hacer su tarea.
And I'm going to go by school next week, and I'm going to talk with all your teachers.
Okay. Cuando iba a hablar acerca de la escuela, era acerca de sus maestras.
I want them to know that I want you to do well in school.
Que él cómo lo iba haciendo todo en su escuela.
And if I can help them,
Si necesita ayuda,
I'll go up and work with the teacher, and I'll help any way I can.
ella puede ir con sus maestras y pedir ayuda para él.
But the message always was,
Pero el mensaje era,
school's important.
la escuela es importante.
I want you, my son, to do well in school.
Tú vas a estar siempre bien en tu escuela.
So like Sebastian,
Como Sebastián,
with a mom who cares deeply about him and how he does at school.
Sebastián y su mamá siempre están, ella preocupada por la educación de él, ¿verdad?
My mother did the same thing.
La mamá hace lo mismo siempre.
So the power of being a mom
El poder de la mamá
opens doors for every child for a great future.
abre las puertas siempre para los hijos en el futuro.
I'm so very proud of each of you,
Él está muy orgulloso de ella
and I'm so thankful
y agradecido
for the partnership that we have together to support our children.
por ser una parte de soportar a sus hijos.
Let's give each other a hand. Will you do that?
Aquí está presente la mamá de la que estamos hablando. Ella es Florencia y es un ejemplo para todos nosotros como padres. Ella apoya mucho a sus hijos y ha salido adelante, y su hija fue graduada de high school con honores.
¿Quién es Florencia?
La mamá en historia era la mamá de Dr. Rollins.
La mamá por la que estuvo hablando toda su historia fue la mamá del Dr. Rollins. Qué bonito lo que pasó él. You live in the farm. And you live in the farm.
I do.
Ya, él vivió en
I'm just a farm guy. I love being on the farm.
Él le encanta vivir en el campo.
I told you about what happened in the fall. Well, you might imagine what happened just a few days ago in the spring. I went back to that auditorium for that spring band concert, And guess who was at my side? He sure was. I think he will be forever. We're doing some good things here, and I want to underline we. Dr. Bridgeforth, thank you for your great leadership. Dr. Worthen, thank you for all you do. The staff of the school system that works side by side with each of you. But from my heart, and I know I speak for our teachers and principals, I want to thank each of you for being our partner, for helping us do this work together.
Él le quiere agradecer mucho a los que están aquí presentes, la doctora Mary Bravo, Diana, la doctora Diana González y los principales y maestros que estén aquí presentes. Gracias por su tiempo.
Let me close this way. Diana, we started 15 years ago or so. Today, we have 10,000 ELL children in our district. I am so proud to have each of them. We just graduated 1,400 seniors, 1,400. That's a big school district. Along with the teachers and parents working together, really doing great work. But here's the message for each of you. Just like the message for that kid who lived on the farm all those years ago. With your help and with the help of great teachers, children can rise to the highest level in our school district. If you look at the kids who received more than, listen to this, $25 million in scholarships. That's a lot of money, isn't it? Now what does that mean? It means the world believes in our children. And to bring that home to each of you, Springdale, Arkansas, and the world here believes in your children. Those kids who maybe didn't speak a word of English when they started in pre-K are some of the highest academic performing kids in our district today. 3 of those kids, and I'm just thinking of 3 of the hundreds and hundreds, they were graduates of the International Baccalaureate Program. And I know you may not be hearing all this. You got it? Okay. Here's the number. Just 3 of those kids who are ELL children who began with no English earned over $250,000 each in scholarships to pursue their continued learning at the school of their choice. That is beautiful. Will you recognize that with your applause? And I want to be balanced in my closing comment. All of us want our kids to learn at the highest level possible, right? If they want to go on to college, we want them to, and we want to support it, and I just shared that with you. But let me tell you, again, about that farm kid. I've been in school all my life. I've been trying to thank parents and great teachers and principals for kind of helping me choose a career that I could give my life to, okay? The idea of your child making a great decision about their next steps, it may be college, but it may also be a great career. And so what I was talking about, from the standpoint of going to school and working at the same time, and money's a challenge for all of us, kids can get a good job. They can leave our schools today with credentials that will allow them to earn a great salary. Now that doesn't mean that they can't go back to school and go back to school and go back to school. So my job is I work during the school year, and then I go to school at night, or I go to school in the summer, etc. We can all do that. Lifelong learning is critical to all of our success, no matter what we choose. So I want you to celebrate your children. I want you to celebrate their choices. If they want to be an electrician or a plumber or a carpenter or a doctor or a lawyer, Those are all honorable professions where they can have a great quality life and support themselves and support their families and say thankful to great moms and dads who helped them every step of the way. Thank you. I love you.
So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the certificates. So let me have Amdel go ahead and stand up real quick. So, yes, and then, I can. Okay, yes.
And then Dr. Rollins,
I can say the names.
you can present the certificates.
Okay, so we need Pilar Gutierrez. Congratulations for your, let's do it this way, mejor aquí. For Pilar Gutierrez, congratulations for completing the program. Paco Hernandez.
Good job. Thank you so much.
Song Kong Juliak.
How about that smile? Was that not wonderful? Thank you.
Christina Redensi. No? Veronica Silvia. Silva.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Manuel Riveles. Manuela. No, Manuela was not here today. And Maria Elena Rodriguez.
Congratulations. Proud of you.
Okay, very good.
Okay, next we have Jones. Jones School. So can we please have Rosalinda Arroyo? Araujo.
I'm gonna switch places.
Inelda Arevalo. Delicia Rodríguez. Fabiola Araujo. And Gloria Centeno. Juana Miranda. And again, we like to congratulate on the great job they did with the presentation and completing the program. We have Carson Hills next.
And we want to ask Ms. Cooper to help us with the certificates.
So not these
Ms. Cooper. I can get pictures.
Armenita Medina. Okay. Armenta.
Congratulations. Great job. Can I get a picture?
Picture. Rosa de Rosario Rodríguez. Okay, no, Nino. Evelyn Flores. Oh,
Congratulations. Can I get a picture?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Esme Gramajo.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Zuleika Pechado Navino, and Laura Pinto de Leon. Laura! There we go, sorry.
Congratulations, dear.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Thank you for. Okay, thank you, thank you. All right.
This concludes our program. And again, thank you so much. Thank you for our partners for being here. I don't think I mentioned this, but Altrusa of Springdale and Washington County retired teachers, they donated books. So we have received over I think about 400 books combined donated to give to our kids and to use during the Feed Your Brain Summer program. So yes, thank you.